Welcome back, my turtle army. This is Dying Light 2, and just like usual, my turtles, let's see what I did. First thing I did was spawn in. I got admired a nice view. It looks pretty good. And then some weirdo started talking to me. And against my better judgment, I decided to go approach this random weirdo. And for some reason, I really decided I wanted to follow him. I don't know why. Normally when strangers ask you to follow them and show you something, it's usually not good. And then for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to shove my hand to a beehive. And for some reason, he wanted me to take me into his bachelor's pad. And I really didn't want to go, so I started trying to punch him, but for some reason, he seems immune to my punches. I then broke into his home and started looting him for everything he had. He then caught me in the act of looting. He was like, "Hey man, don't take my stuff, but I don't care." So I immediately went back to looting him and taking everything he owns. I then proceeded to take this person's journal. I don't really care what it said. It's mine now. I then proceeded to find a bunch of subwoofers and speakers. I really wish I could have them. Those look expensive. And then for some weird reason, despite me looting him for everything he owns, he gave me a beer and we chilled out. I bet it was poisoned. I then got curious if I could survive this. I mean, I could jump in the water, or I could see if I survive. I, in fact, did not survive. And like the amazing badass I am, I decided to go fight the zombie. He never stood a chance. I then got to this cave, and clearly you're supposed to parkour over it. But I immediately said, screw that. Safely getting away, I decided to go climb this mountain. Loser. I then proceeded to go safely. That zombie should have learned some parkour. I then found this house, and the first thing I decided to do was loot it. I then got jealous of this gaming setup I found. Kinda like that chair. Oh yeah, it has a subwoofer and a gaming monitor? 2 monitors? Damn, I'm jealous. And then, sadly, I got told I immediately had to go outside and start the generator. Why'd it have me go up here if I had to go right back outside? And as I went to go open this door, I heard a weird noise. And then a really weird creeper showed up. He got so excited to see me and wanted my autograph. But I'm too famous for that. And then it kept trying to hug me without my permission. Rude. I then gave her the boot. Quite literally. And finally managed to start the generator. I know, I'm amazing. Like usual, my turtles, I decided to go to bed. I then had a nightmare about this weird girl. I don't think it's important at all. Blah 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 blah. Waking up, I forgot what number it was, so I just decided to do all of them. After talking to some weird dude, he told me to go meet up with him. I don't know why I decided to agree with this. I don't like strangers. I immediately began having too much fun jumping down a mountain. Moon jump. Moon jump. I then admired the view. It looked pretty good from up here, if I'm being honest. And I immediately looked at the sign. And I get the feeling I'm not going to enjoy my stay. I then immediately decided to become a zombie slayer. Loser. After I finished my onslaught, I finally decided to go meet up with that weirdo from earlier. As I walked through this bus, I noticed it was moving as I walked through it, and I instantly got an idea. Could I make it fall by going to the very beginning of it? Aww. Then I had to go into a dark, spooky cave, and well, this was my reaction. Well, I don't like this. As I got inside, eventually a cutscene happened, and well, I noticed something. And this was my reaction to it. Hey, I can turn on the flashlight. Beep 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 beep. 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1. Beep 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 beep. Eventually, I was saved by the weird guy who wanted to meet me. You could have done that sooner. Once I was in control of my character again, I immediately decided to look around and loot the place. But I found nothing. And crawled through the vents like the dirty dog I am. I then got stuck in a cutscene, flashed my light at him, and well... Yep, not suspicious at all. How does he not notice that? Of course he notices now. Ooh, he has like super black veins, man. Like most games, it does something I really, really hate. Oh, of course, there's the fucking force tutorial. Defeating all those guys, I immediately decided to go talk to the weird man and see what he had to say. He gave me a weird key thing, and then more of these guys showed up. I guess they just can't resist. After I defeated them, I was considered talking to this guy, but I immediately decided to go loot the area. Let me loot. Don't worry, I'm not a total monster. I checked up on him at least once. You okay there, bud? Yeah? Okay. After I finished my looting, I finally decided to go talk to this guy and see what his deal was. He instantly shoved me into events like the monster he was, and I regret trying to help him. Then would try to signal for help, but none of them would actually respond. They just kept ignoring me. I was very sad. I was trapped in this event and I wanted it out. Eventually, I got bored of them talking and decided to just spam through their messages because they just wouldn't acknowledge my existence. Blah, 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 blah. The second I started ignoring their messages is when they finally noticed me. And since they were super annoyed, I ignored them. They decided to try to chase me down and kill me. I mean, seriously, what type of person does that? This is why you're supposed to pay attention where you're walking, because I didn't know this floor was going to fall. Then I instantly fell into some super dirty water. I feel gross. And I said something about the flashlight. This is one good flashlight. Blame me? The flashlight's working mid-underwater. I mean, what type of flashlight does that without being super expensive? I found my way out of the sewer and decided to go into freedom. I got an achievement. Unbeknownst to me, I was stuck in a loading screen. Damn, this game just does not want to load. Someday this game will load. Or not. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to.
1 million zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
Finally decided to restart the game. I don't know why I waited this long to do it. I guess I got really bored. I was watching YouTube in the time. Just no crap. I waited over 20 minutes for it to load. I got back in the game. I woke up in a weird, bizarre place. People liked me so much, they decided to turn me into a piñata. It was a good time. This guy I'm dubbing Pecan decided to save me. I don't know why, I was having a really good time up there. Injected me with some drugs. Quite rude if you ask me. I woke up and for once in my life I decided not to loot the place. I know, very unusual. Alright, Pecan, let's go. Alright, I met up with Pecan and honestly, he seems like a pretty chill dude. I hope he doesn't backstab me in the future. Foreshadowing. Decided to follow Pecan because he seemed like a trustworthy dude. Proceeded to Mario stomp my best friend Pecan. Pecan proceeded to make fun of me because I wasn't able to get up there as fast as he did. No shit, Sherlock. Pecan was such a chill dude, he lowered the ladder for me. Man, I really like this Pecan dude. Really turned into a child again. Blah 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 blah. Proceeded to loot this person's garden. I don't care who they are or what they've done, but I want their stuff. A big white crystal. I don't care what it is or what it does, but it's mine now. As Pecan was running away from me because I forgot to take a shower. Wait for me, Pecan. Pecan, wait. Just too fast. He wouldn't. I couldn't catch up. He was just too fast. Tell me I stank very meanly.
You stink, Turtle Man.
He stared at him, unsure what to say. Then tried to run away from me, but after that insult, I wasn't going to let it slide. Too fast for me, I couldn't find him. I eventually gave up. Oh, damn it. Eventually, I found him, and he had something to say to me.
I am sorry, Turtle Man. Here is a chest for you as a gift.
And with those words, everything was forgiven. I found a really cool piece of technology, but Pecan said it was a really dangerous bomb, so he took it for me. Oh, what a nice guy. Even to me, who was playing the game, thought so. I sure think Pecan is a trustworthy person. Pecan told me he was going to take me to his super secret boy band clubhouse. And I was excited. Got to use this super cool zip line. It was awesome. Until I broke my ankles. But Pecan failed to mention that his boy band decided to kick him out of the band because he forgot to bring the pizza. So then Pecan decided to take me to his personal clubhouse, and I was really excited. But first we had to run there because we were being chased by a bunch of his super secret fans that I decided to say hi to. But they were really aggressive and kept trying to hug me. I regret looking back. Pecan kind of forgot about me because he realized I'm not the best at parkour. I then decided to go make fun of this fan who ran away. Coward. Then Pecan told me he forgot his keys, so I had to go defend him from all his secret fans. But they wouldn't listen to reason, so I had to get a little forceful. Then one insulted my shoes, so I gave him a closer look at him. Kept just coming back. They all kept coming back. I was starting to think they were into me. I then noticed something about the tool I was using. I guarantee this pipe I'm holding is not that durable. Eventually, Pecan got attacked by one of his super secret fans. But like the best friend I am, I decided to get him off and help him out. But more of the fans showed up. We were getting a little scared, so we decided to use our powerful, ultra boy band lights. Then we were finally inside because Pecan's best friend finally realized we're at the door because he was sleeping. I then decided to use Pecan's bed. It's not like he's here, and I figured I'd just keep it nice and warm and cozy for him. Pecan then woke me up in the middle of the night because he was such a scaredy cat to be out at night. I mean, I can't blame him, but really? Did he have to wake me up from my beauty sleep? Jump, jump, jump. Boop. I then became irritated because this key I took off that one weird suspicious guy from earlier doesn't work. I mean, I spent a lot of effort looting it from his body, and it didn't work. I then used the secret entrance that Pecan and his super secret boy band once used to enter the building. Let me tell ya, it reeked of urine. I eventually found Pecan trying to pick a lock, but like the beginner and noob he is, he couldn't figure it out.
Hey, Turtle Man, I am a noob. Open this door, will you?
Using my professional lock-picking skills, I opened this door in no time flat. And Pecan, just like the truly noble man he is, ran ahead to make sure the area was safe, not at all ditching me and letting me suffer behind him. I then had a mysterious headache about a weird child. I'm not sure what that's about. And in true Pecan fashion, he told me I had to go in there all by myself. And he took the only path with no zombies. But I'm sure Pecan took a route with way more deadly zombies. That's why he let me take this route. Because he's truly a best friend that anyone would love to have. Eventually I met up with Pecan and he was like, "Come on bro, let's go." And I proceeded to follow him as he then led me into a room of suspicious gas. I tried to follow Pecan up the elevator, but my noodle arms were just too weak, so he told me to go get some suspicious drugs and inject them into myself. But unfortunately for me, there was a super zombie in there, and let's just say, me and super zombies don't get along. And like earlier, I had to pretend I was a super secret spy ninja and sneak through all these zombies to get to my goal. Eventually finding the drug, I injected myself with it and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm Superman!" And then I met up with Pecan and he gave me this super cool Apple Watch. With the Apple Watch, I made a run for the outside because apparently the super zombies were super jealous of my new bling. And they wanted it, but then the sun burnt them up and they had to retreat. And then finally I reached A. And that's all for this one. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and let me know, and I'll make another one as soon as possible. Turtle Man, out! Turtles, I love turtles. Oh yeah, I love turtles. Oh yeah, turtle man.